What is going on? So, wanted to go ahead and give my review for Peacemaker Season 2, Episode 7. Want to discuss a little bit, man. What a heck of an episode. All right. So, now, those of you who are like me, right, where when I find a show and I get excited about it, it's brand new seasons like this, right? You tend to be a little antsy, waiting for that show to arrive. I mean, it might even be one of those shows where you think about it throughout the week, like, man, what's going to happen, right? You theorize, and then you go and you click on the episode. You're like, yes, man, I've been waiting all week for this. And then you see that it's only 33 minutes long. You tend to be a little pissed off. However, despite the runtime, which really ticked me off when I clicked on the episode, I've been so excited all week, especially after Lex Luthor showed up last week. And man, did that change quickly, because this episode from start to finish was quite a hell of a ride, man. It was intense, and it was nonstop from start to finish. So made up for the runtime a little bit, man. But a lot of cool moments, and then a couple things where I'm like, whoa, well, where we go from here? So a couple of moments I really loved, man. One, we got to give credit to Johncena's acting. I mean, my guy, everybody has like one of those like moments where where they kind of show their skill, and where they show their acting skill, and one of those like tragic moment, Gerard Butler when his family gets murdered, in Law Abiding Citizen, or Mel Gibson, Mad Max type of deal, right? Well, John Cena had one of those moments in this episode where, and I thought this was just absolute brilliant writing by James Gunn, where he's watching his brother after his brother, of course, attacks him, I understand, Peacemaker kind of destroyed his world. He tries to kill him, and then of course his people come in and help him, and so now he's watching his brother die again. Like, man, imagine that psychologically, just screwing with you, And then another great thing too, man, Robert Patrick. Man, Robert Patrick is truly one of the most underrated actors out there. I mean, he's quietly been in a lot of things. He was in Reacher recently. He was in 1923. It looks like I see him upcoming season of, well, he's in Tulsa King's new season. Robert Patrick, you want to plug and play an actor, man. That's the guy to do it, right? And this is a really interesting part about this season is, there was something off about the world for sure. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows and grass is greener on the other side type of deal. This was more, and then it was revealed that this is a world in which the Nazis win World War II. Imagine that. And how funny was it how, she's like, how'd you not realize this is your perfect world, and she's like, there's Mein Kampf on every desk. There's a mural of Hitler on the wall. So I thought that was really, really cool. Very funny how they did that. However, going back to, talking about Robert Patrick and his character, this Augie, when we find out this is a world ran by Nazis, we're like, oh, he's no different than the world that Chris comes from, his father. But then you realize, no, they're actually totally different. And he gives this great speech where he's just like, I can't fight all the injustices, And he goes, and that would be great if you lived in a perfect world where you're able to try to fight for injustices that you may feel are wrong. He goes, but I can't handle that. He said, I can only face what is in front of me, and I fight and I kill monsters. And I'm just like, and it makes you like, man, and you see Chris and John Cena, credit to his acting, he's just watching him, and he's almost has like quite a bit of admiration, and he's just like, wow, this man is a good man. He's not this racist piece of shit that I assumed him to be, like my father in the other world, and this comes after, in this speech that he gives after he takes them, he confronts him in hardcore, especially him, about what happened to his son, with his brother standing there. Brother is pissed to hell, wants to kill him. And then you see Robert Patrick and his character, the Blue Dragon. He's like, look, killing him is not going to bring your brother back. And I just want you to imagine that from Peacemaker's standpoint. And this is great writing. From Peacemaker's standpoint, what was his dad's reaction after he accidentally murdered his brother, or killed his brother? He was like, "You killed your brother, you piece of shit." I think that's the exact quote. So he sees this version of his father saying, you can't, nothing's going to bring your brother back, right? Killing him is not going to. So totally different reaction, totally different, handling of that situation. And you can see it in John Cena's face, the admiration that Peacemaker was, having for this man at this moment, because in reality, he seemed like he was a good man trying to do good in a screwed up world, and that's a little bit no different in our situation. So really, really, really cool, really great writing. And of course, the nonstop action. And then another thing, one of my favorite characters, Vigilante, man. Vigilante meeting himself, becoming instant best friends with himself is just absolutely hilarious. And of course, the Vigilantes, they go hard, man. And then Judo Master, him and Adebayo, that was a really cool moment. Them pretty much bonding the way that they did. So really, really good stuff all around. I'm curious to where this season goes, or whether the next episode goes. Now, from what I did read, is that the next episode is 57 minutes. I'm like, hallelujah. But I'm curious what they're going to do, because based on the preview, where it looks like Argus has opened up dimensional doors. So now they have a technology. And I thought another thing that was interesting too, another cool part was another Superman cameo, which the guy with the mustache, Sidney, I believe his character's name is, and the guy that was trying to convince Lex to shut the portal in Superman, the one that Mr. Fantastic straight up stiffed on when he was like, man, I'm Mr. Fantastic. But that was cool seeing him, and he was talking about how this connection that Peacemaker has and his father had, it's a stable connection. It doesn't have to be closed after a minute or so, similar to the rift that they had in Superman. So that's really interesting, and I think that's kind of key for those who are fans of DC and are going to continue to follow the path of where it goes. It's going to be interesting, how that plays into Man of Tomorrow. So I think they're doing a great job of interconnection, for sure. So that's my review for Peacemaker, season 2, episode 7. I thought it was a great episode. It could have been one of Peacemaker's best episodes, despite the short run time. We did get an action-packed episode from start to finish. So let me know what you guys think of the episode down below. Did you guys enjoy it? Where do you guys think it goes from here? Let me go ahead and hear your comments, and I want to hear your thoughts. But guys, until next time, peace out.